How's it going, guys? My name is DJP. Welcome back to another Madden NFL 24 franchise video here today. We've got the Chargers, our next AFC team. 5 seasons to try to win a Super Bowl, right? That's the idea. Try to win a Super Bowl. We're doing it in 5 seasons. Injuries are on. It is not meant to be realistic. And, if I mispronounce each name, I mispronounce some names. It is a video game day-to-day. Don't take it too seriously. And yes, we're doing all 32 teams based on standings and then where they finished in the NFL playoffs. So, with that being said, leave a like, subscribe, and join the content. Comment down below some more videos. We have our socials, playlist, second channel, and main channel down below in the description if you like other content from me, TJP. And with that being said, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, to start off here, let's take a look at the roster that we have with the Chargers. So, there's some decent players here. Obviously, Justin Herbert is going to be our QB. We've got Gus Edwards running back with J.K. Dobbins and Isaiah Spiller. Those are your top 3 halfbacks. We have no fullbacks, wide receivers, Joshua Palmer, DJ Chark Jr., and Ladd McConkey. Okay. Look to improve there a little bit. Hayden Hurst to be our tight end. Will Dissly is up there as well. We got Rashawn Slater as our left tackle. Left guard to be Zion Johnson. Bradley Bozeman, center. Trey Pipkins, the third, is going to be our top right guard. Right tackle is going to be Joe Alt. We have Morgan Fox, our top left end. Our top right end is going to be Justin. He and Otito are our right ends. Then we have Poona Ford, right tackle. Tart's going to be backing him up. I'm sorry, defensive tackle, Ford and Tart. Those are your top 2 guys. I zoned out there for a moment. Joey Bosa is going to be our left outside linebacker. And then we have Perryman is our middle linebacker, as well as Colson, and Henley's up there too. Right outside linebacker is going to be Khalil Mack. Then we have Asante Samuel Jr., top corner with Christian Fulton, and Raheem Still as well. Gilman's going to be our free safety, strong safety, Derwin James Jr., Then we have Cameron Digger, the kicker, and J.K. Scott, the punter. Okay. Now, let's take a look here at the improved team functionality. See if there's an improvement we can make. My biggest thing would probably be, do I want to get another wide receiver? Maybe. Jamal Agnew wouldn't be too bad. We could throw him in there. Michael Thomas, he's a free agent. I think I might go with Agnew. We'll just sign him, pick him up for the roster, because we do have some money. We'll sign him just for the season. Plus, he has a scheme fit. And then I do need a right end. I don't have that. A great right end. And I think maybe I would trade for one. Left end, kind of the same thing. It's not super strong, but definitely a right end for sure. So let me see if I can make a trade for a right end before we start simulating. See if there's anybody out there that we can get in the trade market. And like I said, we're going to have a little bit of money to work with here. Let's take a look at our pick situation. And as you can see, we have an extra 7th round pick this year and the rest of our picks. So let's try to make a trade for a right end. That's the first move. All right, I traded away a future 1st round pick to the Saints. We're getting Chase Young as well as a 5th round pick this year. So yeah, Chase Young, 25 years old. He's a right end. I think that was a good pickup for us, so that's why we're going to add him to the team. Plus, he fits the scheme as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting, though, to make sure the team is running the most optimal formations. And yeah, we're just going to get on to the midseason, and unless I make a move before then, hopefully we're doing pretty solid in our first season. We have some talent, so it's not a surprise if we can go maybe win 7 or 8 games this year. So let's take a look here at how we're doing. So you can see the offensively we haven't been great. Points per game, 27th, 17th in pass yards, 30th in rush yards. Defense have been good, 7th in opponent's points per game, pass yards, 2nd and 3rd in opponent rush. And we're currently 1-5, so we're doing terrible. And what's funny is you can see we're losing a lot of close games. I don't know if I could show you guys the scores anywhere. I guess the schedule maybe. So can I look here? Yeah, look at that. We won 14, lost to the Panthers, lost to the Steelers. Like, all these games we're losing are close games, like within less than a touchdown. So it easily could be 6-0. Like, it's just, or 5-1. It's, we're losing a lot of very close games for some reason. So the record is deceiving, but at the same time, 1-5 is obviously not very good. So Herbert has been a little iffy. 1,070 yards, 9 TDs, 5 interceptions, 92.9 pass rating. I would like him to be better. I would definitely like him to be better for sure. Rush-wise, Gus Edwards, 281, 2 TDs, 145 and 1 from Herbert. Hayden Hurst, 373, 4 TDs, 328 and 3 from Joshua Palmer. 256 and 1 from DJ Chark. Agnew, 234, 1 TD. Sacks allowed so far, 3 from Joe Walt. A couple guys with 2 and a couple guys with 1. And then Junior Colson's leading my team in tackles with 39, 31 from Asante Samuel Jr. Tarheeb still with 26 tackles, 25 from Fulton. A couple guys with 22. Get your sacks right here. Chase Young's got the most with 2, and then only 1 interception. Denzel Perryman. Cameron Dick at the kicker. 4 of 7. Not going to cut it. We need to do a little bit better than that. We'll take a look to see who's up for extension. I'm going to see if we maybe get some more picks, perhaps. If there's anybody here that we don't want. A lot of guys up for negotiation, by the way. So, of course, Chase Young being one of them. Ollie Samuel Jr., Josh Palmer, Khalil Mack. So, some good players. A few of these guys are going to have options as well. Yeah, maybe at the back. Yeah, just Zion Johnson. So, I don't know. I guess we could try to keep a couple of these guys here to start. I definitely want to keep Chase Young, so I'll offer him a contract. And he accepted that, so that's good. Same thing with Asante Samuel. I'll throw him a little 6-year deal. Give him a little less on the bonus, and he'll stay. And then, yeah, I think for now, I'll kind of just wait till free agency to get most of these guys back. I'm going to try to see if I can get another trade, another pick, do another trade. The thing I will say is I still can't load in other draft classes. I have yet to find a draft class where I can load in like the 2026 one. It's still not loading for me. I don't know. If anyone knows down in the comments below, please advise me, because it is, unfortunately a little frustrating. So yeah, I'm going to see if there's any moves we can make, try to get some more draft picks in this year's draft, get some younger guys on the team, and we'll just see what happens from there. All right, traded away Easton Stick for a 6th-round pick this year. He's just a backup QB. We don't really need him, so Easton Stick is off the squad. All right, Trey Pipkins, the 3rd and a future 4th-round pick to the Bills, and we're going to be getting a 4th-round pick this year, as well as a 5th and a 3rd-round pick this year too. So obviously now I don't have a right guard. I'm going to have to pick up a right guard, but we'll probably just, if there's any like free agent right guards out there that I could sign. I mean, honestly, at this point, like I said, we're 1-5, so it really doesn't matter that much. Yeah, anybody that can kind of just, I can fill out the roster with, like, for this season. If Schofield fits, get him for the rest of the year, why not? And then, we're just going to let him walk. And if anybody else there, top 100, who's up else there that we can get, that would be decent. I mean, Robbie Chosen, we could pick him up for this season if we really want. He's got some crazy hair. Might as well, just for one season. Yeah, the rest of the way. So we'll pick you up. That's it. That's going to be the team. We're just going to basically, I guess at this point, might as well just lose out. Get a top pick and, start the rebuild there. I thought maybe we could win like 7 or 8 games this year, but it doesn't look like it. But again, we lost a lot of close games, so what are you going to do? All right, so we ended up going 6-11. Didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately. You see the rankings. Opponents' points, we were 18th, first in pass yards per game, so that's good. 29th in rush. And then offensively, 20.1 points. That's 21st. 8th in pass yards per game and 29th in rush yards. Yeah, we definitely had a bit of a interesting season. I mean, technically, we were better than this past year. We had one more win, but let's take a look here at the stats and awards. We'll see how well the team did. I mean, honestly, Herbert threw for under, under 2,900, just slightly under. 22 TDs, 11 interceptions, 66% completion percentage, 95.8 passer rating. He did miss some games, so did get a little hurt. Dobbins, 586, 2 TDs, 406 and 8 from Gus Edwards. All right, 377, 4 from Herbert. All right, I mean, not amazing, but you know. Joshua Palmer, 863, 6 TDs, 802 and 7 from Hayden Hurst. 585 and 4 from DJ Chark Jr. Jamal Agnew, 440 and 4 TDs. You got blocking, sacks allowed. Not bad on that front. All with 7, 5 from Slater, 4 from Bozeman, 3 from Johnson, and 1 from Michael Schofield, who we just picked up for this season. Tackles, Junior Colson, 113, 96 from Khalil Mack. Asante Samuel Jr., 73, 70 from Christian Fulton, 66 from Joey Bosa. I see Chase Young up there, 9 sacks, 6.5 from Mack. So you like to see that. Interceptions, just 5 as a team. Gilman was only with 2, and a few guys with 1. There's your kicking. Dicker ended up going 18 to 21. That's pretty solid. Punting, kick return, and then punt return right there. So we can look at the playoff bracket in case you guys are curious to see who is in there, and some interesting teams, I will say. Bottom right, Panthers and Seahawks. And as you can see, we're obviously not there, finishing 6 and 11. But we are going to be, maybe I think we'll have a top 10 pick or close to it. So that's, I guess, promising. Promising more or less. So, all right. Yeah. Let's advance to the off season. See who wins the Super Bowl. Look at the awards. And then, obviously head on to free agency and see if we can improve this team. All right. So the Super Bowl was the Cowboys and the Chiefs. Cowboys beat the Chiefs. Ezekiel Elliott's going to be your Super Bowl MVP. We have some awards here. 3 Chiefs. Mahomes MVP, Reed Coach of the Year, Rashee Rice Offense Player of the Year. Then we got Raiders, Bills, Rams. Max Crosby Defensive Player of the Year for the Raiders. Rams, Jared Verse Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Offensive Rookie was Keon Coleman from the Bills. So very nice stuff there. Let's head on to the offseason. All right, 19 players up for negotiation, $80 million in cap. There are some players here that I would love to keep. There are some players that I don't care about keeping as much. But we're going to have to see if we can re-sign some of these guys. I think we can re-sign some of these players. Some are going to want to test. I think the biggest, obviously, is I want to make sure I get Khalil Mack back. He's obviously extremely expensive, but we'll see if we can throw him a little bone. Will he accept that? Okay, he wants to play for a new team. I could technically franchise tag him. We'll see if I decide to do that. But, yeah, let me just get some contracts here, see who accepts and see who's going to test. All right, so you have some guys here that are going to test. I think I want to re-sign. I didn't even offer Bozeman, but I'm going to let him probably walk. I think I'm going to give Khalil Mack the franchise tag, and we're just going to have him free agency with that in mind. So now we at least have him for 1 more year. So we're just going to advance to that point. And yeah, if I have to restructure some contracts, I will. I don't know how good free agency is going to be. If there's anybody here that's going to be really good or that would be worth it for me. And Javon Holland's pretty solid, but I mean, I think we'll be all right without that. I'm going to try to get Keenan Allen back on the team, but maybe I'll throw a couple offers here, see if we get some players on the squad, and go on from there. All right, so let's take a look at free agent recap. Not much happened, but we did make some signings here. I got myself Jalen Warren, new halfback. Connor McGovern, new center. Then we got Laken Tomlinson. Ryan Wright's going to be a new punter. And then Emmanuel Ogbah for our left end. So just 5 signings. Obviously, since I had to franchise tag Khalil Mack. And I didn't do any contract reconstructing, which is fine. I'm going to do that maybe next couple seasons. But yeah, we'll have the draft this year. I'm going to show you guys my first round pick, and everything else we'll just make off camera. So we have a lot of incoming players, so hopefully those guys can kind of develop as well. So let's advance to the draft and see who we can take with our pick. All right, so would have been nice to get Mitch Keenan, but we're gonna make our selection here and see if there's any good players. So I'm thinking we needed like a right guard or a left end, and now there's really nobody here. So a corner wouldn't be too bad as well. I could throw like DJ Benson an offer, maybe Josh Morris. I'm gonna go. Let me see what DJ Benson's looking like here. I feel like DJ Benson might be the better fit. Like I say, could use a corner. I wanted either a right guard or a left end, but we could get another corner. So I think I'll go with DJ Benson with our pick here. And yeah, I feel like that wasn't a horrible selection. So he's coming to our squad, and he looks kind of weird, but there he is. Welcome, DJ Benson. Let's head on to the other picks I'm going to make, and I'll show you guys the draft recap and show you who we got. All right, let me take a look here at the draft recap, and I'd say there's some decent picks that we made. I got DJ Benson. I also got Daniel Van Dyke, Tyree Smith. Got ourselves the tight end, a couple more corners. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's some pretty good pieces here, especially we got in the first 4 rounds. I mean, you got some mid-70s players, so we'll see how well they can develop throughout the video. We're going to advance to the second season, show you guys the roster, and hopefully maybe some of those games that we lost last year that were very close, we can win this year. So coming into the second season here, let's take a look here at the roster. So we're going to go into manage roster and take a look at our squad. We have some pretty good players. Obviously, Justin Herbert's going to be our quarterback. I mean, makes a lot of sense. Ward's going to be our top halfback now with Spiller backing him up. And then we also got Bowman. In terms of fullbacks, nobody. We could pick up a fullback if we really wanted to. Palmer, McConkey, and Chark Jr., top 3 receivers. Tight end's going to be Disley. And Travis Brock is backing him up as we let Hayden Hurst walk. Slater should be our left tackle. We have Zion Johnson, left guard. Connor McGovern to be our center. Laken Thompson's our right guard, but we also got Tyree Smith, who we drafted too. So he'll probably take him over very soon, or possibly, early in the season. I might make a trade at the deadline. Tomlinson. Joe Walt's gonna be our right tackle. Left end, Daniel Van Dyke. We have Ogba backing him up. So it's a good one to, kind of mentor from. Chase Young's gonna be our right end, which makes sense. Poona Ford and Stephen Hancock. Defensive tackles, left outside linebacker Joey Bosa. Junior Colson, middle linebacker, as well as Henley. Cleo Max, we are starting right outside linebacker. We have Asante Samuel Jr., DJ Benson, and Christian Fulton, top 3 corners. And then Gilman is our free safety, and then strong safety still Derwin James Jr. Kicking is Dicker, and our punter's going to be Ryan Wright. All right, I think, let's try to see if we can pick up a fullback, because we might as well, if there's anybody out there we can get, if we go to the improved team. It's taking a long time to load, but yeah, you can see the... Yeah, all right. I mean, there's a better punter. I mean, we could get a better punter. There's J.K. Scott. We could actually sign him. We could have just signed him back instead of Brian Wright, but it's all right. Not a big deal. I guess there isn't a fullback there, unless I can go to free agency, and I'm sure I could find one, just to have one on the team. There's Hubbard. We could pick him up too. I mean, there's some decent pieces here in free agency that we could, if we wanted to add a player or something, we could totally do that. So, any fullbacks? No, there's actually not a single fullback in free agency. That's crazy. Yeah, not a lot of fullbacks out in the league, so it makes sense. But anyways, I think we're just going to rock with the squad. Maybe we'll make a move at the deadline if I'm feeling like we would need to. We do have a little bit of money to work with here. I mean, our team needs... We seem all right. I mean, wide receiver. I mean, we could always look to get an upgraded wide receiver. That's something I might try to do at the deadline. Left guard, we're all right on. Right guard. I mean, we'll see how they develop. I mean, obviously, we could always move, like I said, Tomlinson at the deadline too, or middle of the season. Maybe Ogba as well. But all right, yeah, we'll see what happens. I will holler at you guys once I have an update. Hopefully this year, like I said, we're better than we were last year, and we can win some of our close games that we were losing in the early part of the season, and then make the postseason perhaps, or at least run. You know, at least a run for it. Maybe win 8 or 9 games. All right, let's take a look here, and we're 5-2 this year, so we are doing better. Our offense has been pretty solid. You can see 7th in points per game, pass yards 2nd in the league, 23rd in rush, 16th on a defense for opponent points per game, pass yards 247.8, 19th in rush yards 90.2. So there's some improvement to me, but we are having a solid year. And let's take a look at the stats so far. Who's doing well, who's not. Herbert's having a great year. This is the Justin Herbert that we know and love, and he's having a phenomenal year. Rush-wise, so far, Jalen Warren, 369, 7 TDs. He's been superb. Receiving-wise, DJ Chark Jr., 549, 6 TDs, 345 from Joshua Palmer, 382 and 2 from Will Dissly, and Lad McConkey. He's got 286 and not a single TD. Sacks allowed, all right, not too bad. You got your defense, 65 tackles from Colson, Mack with 42, 35 from O'Neal, 32 from James Jr., Bosa 31, 31 from Benson, Gilman and Van Dyke 30 apiece. Like, it's, you know, that's not bad. 6.5 sacks so far from Joey Bosa, 5 from Chase Young, 3.5 from Junior Colson, Daniel Van Dyke 2.5. All right, I mean, listen, there's some good pieces here. 4 interceptions as a team. We've got your kicking, your punting, your kick return, and your punt return, if it lets me. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, because we do have some negotiations. Slater want to keep around. Mack is just not interested. Joey Bosa. There's some players we want to keep. Mainly those guys. I mean, we could start the negotiations with Slater. I think he'll stay if I give him that deal. Yep, I probably could have given him less, but I wanted to make sure we got him. We'll throw Gilman in there. He's going to stay. Joey Bosa. It's going to start to get a little expensive here. We'll throw you a 4-year. That should get you. And then obviously Khalil Mack. I mean, you'll reconsider. All right, cool. All right, that's fine. I mean, everybody else here is whatever. Again, we're going to do restructuring of contracts, so it's not too big of a deal. And we did lose the last 2 games. So we started off 5-0, and then we lost 21-17, 34-28. So hopefully we don't lose again. I would like to not to, but the game's the game, right? All right, I'm going to see if there's any upgrades you can make here real quick. And if I can, I'll show you guys the trade. Otherwise, we'll probably just simulate to the end of the season. All right, traded Laken Tomlinson to the Eagles. We're going to get 2 7th-round picks out of it. So, don't really need Tomlinson. We got the rookie that he's doing pretty well. So, we'll just get a couple 7th-rounders for him. And, yeah, we're going to keep making another trade here. I got to see if I can get an upgrade at one of these other positions. All right, I traded a 2nd-round pick this year for Sumalo, Washington, a 5th and a 7th this year. So we're going to get ourselves an upgrade at the left guard position, another tight end as well to improve the team. And, yeah, I mean, obviously we're trading down as well. So we're still going to get some more rookies this year. But, yeah, I'm trying to get more top-heavy talent, pro level. That doesn't need to develop too much to try to improve the squad. So that's going to be it from me. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully we can squeak into the playoffs, perhaps. All right, and we didn't squeeze in the playoffs. We actually decided to lose a bunch of games. Shout out to the Simmons for that one. Yeah, you can see the stats there, rankings. Definitely pass yards per game we were kind of garbage on, but yeah, we lost again 16-15. That's another close one, but not like we would have made it anyway. Well, maybe we would have made it. No, we wouldn't have. We lost too many games, so. All right, it's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, definitely a disappointment after, you know, starting off 5-0 actually, technically. So, I mean, Herbert had a solid year, can't complain. 3,642 yards, 29 TDs, 9 interceptions, 68% completion percentage, 105.5 passer rating. Warren 1,012 yards, 10 TDs. So he was pretty good. DJ Chark, 999, 10 TDs, 826 and 9 from Palmer. Will Dissly, 746 and 6, 640 and 3 from Ladd. And then in terms of sacks allowed, Joe Alt with 7, 6 from Slater. Small with 4, 3 from Johnson, McGovern, and then Harris as well with 1. In terms of tackles, Colson 132 to lead the team, then 103 from Mack, and then another dip again. All right, I love it. I see Bosa with 15 sacks. That's a really good amount. Chase and Young had 6.5, 6 from Colson. Mack with 6. Same thing with Van Dyke. He had 6, 4 from Manuel Logba. And you can see the interceptions. 2 from Derwin James Jr. lead the team, and then a bunch of guys with 1. There's your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So obviously, like I said, missed out on the playoffs. Hopefully next year we can actually make it. And yeah, we're going to have some... Maybe have a little bit of cap room. I'm going to try to get some better players for the squad. We're going to do some contract restructuring. I did re-sign most of the guys that we wanted to re-sign in negotiation, which is good. So, I don't know. Hopefully have a little bit of money to mess around with. We'll see. Nevertheless, we're going to see who ends up winning the Super Bowl here. And then, yeah, go on to the offseason. All right, let's take a look at the Super Bowl recap. And it was the Bears winning over the Ravens. Caleb Williams was the Super Bowl MVP as the Bears get their second Super Bowl. Dak Prescott, NFL MVP. Raheem Morris, Coach of the Year for the Falcons. Brandon Ayuk, Offensive Player of the Year, 49ers. Defensive Player of the Year, Max Crosby, Raiders. Once again, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Titans. Chase McCain. Defensive Rookie of the Year was our rookie, Daniel Van Dyke. So that's awesome to see. Congratulations to Daniel for winning the Defensive Rookie of the Year. So there's some promise there with that. Wonderful. All right. Let's head on to the offseason. We have 8 players up for negotiations. Obviously, Khalil Mack's the guy I want to sort of keep around. We could throw him like a... I mean, if he wants to stay, I guess. I mean, he might retire. We'll throw him this deal. See if he wants to stay. Okay, he does. I probably could have offered him less, but it's fine. Other than that, I mean, Sumalo we could, maybe keep around. But yeah, we're gonna have to restructure contracts. So I'm gonna go to free agency first, because obviously now we are only got $8 million left. So yeah, let me restructure some contracts and we'll get on a free agency. All right, so we got a little bit more money now in free agency. Some guys here that we could maybe pick up. I mean, Ramsey would be a nice pickup for us. I could go. Let's see what left guard. So I mean, I could try to re-sign Sumalo, but if there's anybody out there that's better, maybe we go after them. I don't think it really is, so might as well just try to see if we can get him back. I mean, if Joe Thuddy wants to play here, maybe we could throw him something, but yeah, I'm going to try to see if we get a couple guys here. I'm definitely thinking Ramsey would be a nice pickup, although he is obviously, pretty expensive. I mean, if anything, I can get Roger McCreary. I mean, it's probably more worth it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to offer some guys some contracts, see who can add to this squad, and hopefully next year make a run for the playoffs. All right, I traded Dissly, a 5th, 3rd, 2nd round pick next year, and a 4th round pick this year to the Cowboys. We're getting Mozzie and Cooper to add to the team, defensive tackle and center. Hopefully that'll help us out in terms of talent. And yeah, I think I'm done with free agency. We're not going to sign anybody else. So I'm going to show you guys who we ended up getting here in free agency recap. We did get some good players. Obviously got Jalen Ramsey, as you can see. So that's huge. We got Logan Cook, new punter. We re-signed Isaac. We got Dontavion Wicks, another wide receiver. And then Anthony Walker Jr., the middle linebacker. So I think we did some solid moves in free agency. Again, nothing too crazy, but I do think that helped us improve for next year, hopefully. We'll see if we can make the playoffs. That's the goal. I'm going to advance on to the start of the 3rd season. I'll see you guys once I'm there. Well, actually, we have the draft, but we don't really have any great picks. I mean, I can show you the recap, but there's really nobody. It's just going to be depth picks that might not play in the NFL. So here's the draft recap, and yeah, I mean, again, nothing too wild. We got a fullback, ironically, Larry Russell. That's cool. But yeah, nothing much. Another right outside linebacker, which I guess we kind of need. So maybe he'll develop. Who knows? But let's just head on to the third season and try to win some football games. Here we are, third season. Let's take a look at the roster that we have been dealt, or that we've, I guess, created more or less. Justin Herbert's obviously still our starting quarterback. Warren's up to an 87. Then we got Bowman backing him up. Fullback's going to be Larry Russell. Joshua Palmer, McConkey, and Wicks, top 3 receivers, which is cool. Then we've got Brock as our tight end. Darnell Washington not too far behind him. Slater's going to be our left tackle. Left guard Sumalo, but also Zion Johnson's there too. Don't forget about him. Then we got Cooper, who's going to be our center. Connor McGovern's backing him up. Tyree Smith, right guard. Alt's going to be our right tackle. Left end, Van Dyke and Matlock. We have Chase Young, right end. Defensive tackle, Mozzie Smith. Puna 4, top 2 guys. Joey Bosa, left outside linebacker still. Middle linebacker, Junior Colson. We have Anthony Walker Jr. as well as Henley there. Right outside linebacker, Khalil Mack still, which is awesome to see. Corner's going to be Jalen Ramsey, Asante Samuel Jr., and DJ Benson. Pretty good on the corners, I'd say. And then free safeties, Gilman still there. And then we have Derwin James Jr., strong safety. So, again, fantastic. Kicker is Dicker, and Cook is punter. So, overall, not too bad. If you look at the improved team, I'll see if there's anybody that maybe we want to sign. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure if there's anybody out there we would want to add. Johnson would be the right guard. I guess he's kind of the depth choice there. Defensive tackles, if anybody out there. It doesn't really look like we have anybody. We can kind of just sign outright. Tight ends, really nobody. I mean, fullbacks, no. We're just going to kind of rock out with who we have. I think I'm good. We're going to simulate to the midseason. If I need to make a move, then I will. But chances are I'm just going to kind of keep the team the way it is. I think this year we have a good chance of making the playoffs. So let's go out and do that. We are off to a great start, 6-1 on the season. Let's take a look at the stats and see what the story tells. It tells that Herbert's having a solid year, 1,429 yards, 10 TDs, 2 interceptions, 70% complete percentage, and a 108.4 passer rating. Warren's having a good year so far, 48.5 TDs, so 174.4 from Herbert. Bowman, 82.5 as well. You see Vidal even had 3 attempts, and he has a TD. That's cool. Very nice. Wicks, 412, 4 TDs, top wide receiver so far, 26 and 2 from Joshua Palmer. Travis Brock, 269-1. Tight end, McConkey, 260 and 2, which is pretty good. Sacks allowed, Joe Alt, 4, 3 from Slater, 2 from Jonathan Rush. And then we have, because he's, I guess Slater missed a few games. Yeah, Johnson, Sumalo, Coop, looking good. How's the defense? Colson, he's got 44 tackles, lead the team, 37 from Anthony Walker Jr., 32 from Joey. Daniel Van Dyke, rookie of the year last year, up to 25 tackles. Same thing with Ramsey, 24 from James Jr., Samuel Jr., and Chase Young. Very nice. Sacks, I can see Chase Young's got 3.5 so far, 2 from Van Dyke. Bosa with 1.5, 1 from Colson, and a couple guys down here with half a sack. Interceptions, 3 so far from Ramsey, and a few guys here with 1. So we got 6 total as a team. Kicking is pretty good from Dicker, hasn't missed a field goal. You get your punting, your kick return, your punt return as well. We're back to the beginning. Let's take a look at the rankings, because this is where the fun begins. And yeah, we won some close games. You could see 23-17, 2017. So we're winning them this year. We're 4th in offensive points per game, 14th in the pass yards. Rush yards 7th, 4th opponent's points per game. Pass yards 18th, and rush yards 12th. So we're actually doing really good on a lot of those categories, mostly in the top half of the league. And, against the Dolphins, the only thing that we have the advantage not in is the pass yards, which is our worst category. They got a 9th, but everything else we got them beaten. So let's see if we can beat them. We got some negotiations. Curious to see who's up for contract. Obviously, I don't have enough money right now, so Don't know if I'm going to be able to re-sign Derwin James. No, he's going to want too much money. $14 million. I mean, I could maybe sign a couple of these guys, but I think we're just going to... Well, I mean, I guess we could sign a few of them. I mean, Joe Alt's got an option, thank goodness. So that's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, most of these guys I feel like we can kind of keep. Might as well re-sign these guys for now. Not going to be that expensive. They should. Okay, no, he doesn't want to commit yet. Mozzie. He wants too much money, so I can't really offer him. Zion. Also too much money because of that. Alright, so then we're just going to wait then till the off-season. We'll reconstruct our contracts again, free up some more money, and try to add more talent to the team. But I think this year we should be able to make the playoffs. I don't see why not. So let's do it. Alright, so the season has ended, and we ended up going 15-2. What a year. What a year. You can see the rankings. We're number 3 in offensive points per game, number 12 in offensive pass yards, rush yards, 111.8. 7th ranked in the NFL. Defensively, 3rd, 18.4 with points per game, 205.9 pass yards, 14th, and 7th in rush. So, top half and everything. A couple categories, top 5, top 3, a couple top 7 or top 10. So, not bad. Let's take a look at the stats. And yeah, we also are automatically in divisional, by the way. Yeah, looking at the stats, Herbert, 3,623 yards. He had 30 TDs, 7 interceptions, 115.3 passer rating, 73% completion percentage, too. Warren, 1,129 yards, 15 touchdowns. He was awesome. Herbert, 464, 5 TDs, 289 and 8 from Bowman. Receiving-wise, 1,095 and 10 from Palmer, 954 and 12 from Dontavion Hicks. 666, the Devil's number. Lad McConkey, 4 touchdowns as well. Not bad. Sacks allowed. A few guys at 6. Small with 3. And then Cooper and Jonathan Rush, 3 and 2. Or 2 apiece for them, I guess. Alright, Colson, 120 tackles. 81 from Walker Jr. Joey Bosa, 67. 66 from Derwin James Jr. 3 guys with 60. It just goes down from there. See 12 sacks there from Chase Young. 10.5 from Daniel Van Dyke, so that's wonderful to see. He made a nice big jump. So yeah, overall, pretty good stuff. You got your interceptions, 5 from Ramsey, 3 from Derwin James Jr., 3 from Samuel Jr., Gilman with 2, a couple guys here with 1. Then you got your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. Very good stuff. So we're going to head on to the divisional, since that's where we are situated right now. And yeah, let's head on there, see who we're taking on. Let's look at the playoff bracket, just really quick, who we might be taking on. Some guys we could be taking on here. Maybe we got the Colts, maybe. Okay. All right, let's see. Bulls, Bill, maybe not Bills, but I don't know. We're gonna advance and see who we're gonna be facing. It is gonna be the Colts. At SoFi Stadium, they have the advantage on offense, but slightly. They have the advantage on defense. So, overall-wise, we are the better team. So, you would think we would win, right? You would think. But there's no guarantee. Never a guarantee. Never a guarantee. So, we're going to advance. Let's hop on to the Super Sim. See if we can beat the Colts. And then go on to hopefully the next game where we advance to the conference championship. Alright, it should be a fun one. So we're hopping on in here. Super Sim action. We're going to jump forward to the end of the game. I'm going to try to make sure we can hop on it if it's close. We're already down 7-0. We're going to tie it up, though, 7-7. We did take a lead. It's 21-10. Going to the second half. And we are getting destroyed for some odd reason. Shout out to that. We're going to go normal here real quick. They're going to score. Yeah, we're getting destroyed right now for some odd reason against the Colts. It doesn't really make much sense. But, again, this is EA, so I guess in that regard, it does make sense, right? Somehow, some way, I don't think we're going to be able to win this game. Unless we actually start playing really good offense. And then playing really good defense. But it's not looking great. 20-yard reception, I mean, that's a good gain. Getting sacked sucks. And throwing it. Yep. Alright, this game's over. Alright, we can end the game. Well, pathetic performance in the conference championship. We got destroyed 30-17. Yeah, definitely a pathetic performance after having a great season. It absolutely destroyed. Some odd, some odd way, but okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Herbert was horrible. 1 TDs, 230 yards, 64.7 complete percentage, not good enough. Richardson outplayed us. I mean, it was a good season at least. He made the playoffs, but can't end it like that. That's kind of a joke, but, you know, like I said, we have 2 more years to go, so it's not the end of the world if we don't win it now. Yeah, so let's advance, see what's the Super Bowl, and then, yeah, I guess we're going to have to make some improvements to this team. So, another Cowboys-Chiefs Super Bowl, and the Cowboys win. Trevon Diggs, Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott, NFL MVP. Jim Harbaugh, our coach of the year. That's getting to division and getting blown out by the Colts. That's awesome. Offensive player of the year goes to Patrick Mahomes. Parsons, defensive player of the year. Kurt Barton, offensive rookie of the year from the Jets. Defensive rookie of the year, J.C. Timmons from the Buccaneers. Congratulations to all of them. Let's head on to the offseason, try to improve this team for the 4th season. All right, we have 14 guys up for negotiation. Joe Alt's got an option. We're obviously going to accept that. Yeah, we want to make sure we get Derwin James Jr. back. See if we can. I feel like we should be able to. Yeah, we got him back. All right, nice. And then we'll just try to re-sign the rest of these guys and hope for the best. All right, with $12 million left, I mean, Thule and Mozzie want to test, which is fine. I'm going to do some contract restructuring. I think Khalil Mack retired, so that's why we freed up a lot of money. So we're going to have to get a right outside linebacker, too. So, yeah, let's advance on to free agency, see who's out there in the market. I'm going to obviously restructure some contracts, try to free up some cash so we have some more money. And actually, we can just take a quick glance to see if he did retire. We'll go here. Yeah, he retired. So, all right. Let's see. Any good free agents? My guess is no. And I would be wrong. There are some good players here that we could potentially pick up. So we're going to look around and see. Obviously, I'm going to do my contract restructurings first and try to add more talent to the team. So let's do it. All right, so free agency kind of interesting. I wanted to get more players like that were better, but yeah, I missed out on some talented guys, unfortunately. But I mean, I guess I added some more depth pieces like DeMarcus Lawrence. I guess like kind of like a veteran presence backup. Thule's who I left out, you know, got him as a left outside linebacker. Mozzie Smith got him back, so these guys are both back. Will Wilson, Nate Landman, Matt Milano, Darnell Savage, Logan Hall, Patrick Kari, and Dalton Risner. Not amazing, but we could also make a trade at the start of the season, which I might do. I do think our team's going to be pretty solid, so. In terms of the draft, I don't know if we have a pick. I'm going to check to see if we do right now. I think we traded away our... Did we trade away our first-round pick? Maybe we didn't. So, we might have our first-round pick this year. We do. We have first, 6th, and 7th. I think I'm going to trade these, though, and try to see if I can just forego the draft and just try to add another talented piece to the team. All right, I traded our first 6th, 7th round pick this year to the Dolphins. We got back Harris, Potrich, and Robinson. So, yeah, we're adding more guys to the team. A couple, you know, Harris being a young guy, 23. Job Robinson also 24. So, that's it for me. I'll see you guys at the start of the 4th season, and we'll see what the team's looking like. All right, so 4th season here. We're going to take a look at the roster and see what the story is. And, you know, I like I said, I feel like there's some good players on this team. Justin Herbert is looking pretty good. We got Warren, Bowman, Vidal, but mainly Warren and Bowman, top 2 halfbacks. Fullbacks would be Larry Russell. We have Palmer, McConkey, and Wicks, your wide receivers. Tight end's going to be Travis Brock. Slater's our left tackle. Left guard, Johnson. Sumalo's up there, too. So that's nice to see. Harris is even there. We traded for him. So it's another left guard. And we have obviously Mitch Michael. So we're good on left guard. Centers, we're good on 2 with Cooper. He's looking pretty good. But Smith is going to be our right guard. And we have Dalton Risner as well. Right tackle, Joe Alt. Van Dyke and Lawrence. So Van Dyke's going to learn a great amount from Lawrence, mentoring him, only to make him better. Chase Young, right end. We got Mozzie Smith as our top defensive tackle. Could probably use another defensive tackle. Joey Bosa, and then we got Chop Robinson. Should be backing him up, eventually taking over the starting spot unless Thule does. We'll see. It's going to be one of those two guys, but Colson, middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker Logan Wilson still. Then we have Milano as well we picked up. And then Ramsey, Samuel Jr., and Benson, your top 3 corners. Free safety still Gilman. Strong safety still Derwin James Jr. And there's your kicker, Cameron Dicker. And your punter is Logan Cook. Again, on paper, this team is very talented. So, and yeah, I mean that's what we got going on. Obviously, I did not advance to the past the draft recap yet, but that's the team. That's essentially the team that we're rocking with. We have some offers from Thule. We could review them. Maybe they make sense. No, they don't. So we're not going to do that. I basically showed you guys the roster, so we really don't need to show you again. So we're just going to advance on to the midseason. I imagine this team should be pretty good, but only to find us to simulate, so see you guys in midseason. We're at the midseason, 5-1. 5-1. We got some contract negotiations. Probably not going to have a lot of money, but let's take a look at the stats and see what the story is. So, Herbert, 1,437 yards, 8 TDs, 1 interception. He's got 109.1 passer rating, 69% completion percentage. Very nice. Rush-wise, 308 and 3 TDs from Warren. Bowman, 220 and 4, 155 and 1 from Herbert. Wicks, 408, 3 TDs, 359 and 1 from Brock. Palmer, 338 and 1, 171 and 2 from McConkey, which isn't too bad. Blocking-wise, sacks, 5 so far from Slater, 4 from Harris. A few guys with 2, and then Cooper with 1. There's your defense, 45 tackles from Colson so far. Daniel Van Dyke, 28, 26 from Bosa, 22 from Samuel Jr., James Jr., 21, 21 from Ramsey, and it goes down from there. Sacks, 5 from Van Dyke, Young, 4.5, 3 from Bosa, 2 guys with 1.5 sack there from Robinson. 5 interceptions apiece, well, 1 apiece between these 5 guys. Then you've got Cameron Dick at the kicker, who's made all those extra points but only missed 1 field goal, your punting, your kick return, and your punt return as well. Can we make a trade? Can we make a trade to make this team better? I mean, maybe. I mean, we're already pretty good. How much money do we have? Yeah, we're way over the cap. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. We have an option, at least with Benson, but... Oh, my. We are way over the cap. So, probably that's what I figured. We're probably unable to make some trades. Correct? Oh, never mind. We can make trades. Alright. We're going to make a trade. I don't need the draft picks. I don't need my top 3 picks. We're going to just see if we could flip a deal here and try to get ourselves like another superstar player to add to this team. Jenkins, Pritchett, and Jasicki from the Bengals. We traded away 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. And we're getting all guys that fit what we're trying to accomplish as a big town upgrade right there, I would say. And that's it from me. That's the final move I'm going to make. So, at least for this season. Let's see how we do the rest of the way. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Alright, to end the season, we ended up going 14-3. And we got ourselves another bye. Another great season. Unfortunately, we lost our last game, Kansas City. But I didn't show you guys the rankings at the mid-season. Oh, well, you kind of got a glimpse of them, I think. But, yeah, these are the... we have 17 million cap space. Nice. Offense points per game, 10th. 8th in pass yards, rush yards, 11th ranked. 3rd in defensive points per game. 14th in pass yards per game. And rush, we were 11th. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, look at the stats and awards. As you can see, Herbert threw for over 4,000 yards. He had 23 TDs, 3 interceptions, 71% completion percentage, 113.2 passer rating. Warren's got 1,031, 12 TDs, 403 from Herbert. Bowman, 274 and 5. It's very nice to see. Wicks, 1,070 yards, 7 TDs, 1,003 and 4 from Palmer. Brock, 792 and 2, 668 and 4 from McConkey, and then obviously we picked up Jaceki in case we needed him. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Slater 9, Alt 8, and then a little high for them, but obviously everybody else did pretty well on the blocking, I'd say, for the most part. Makari obviously only played 6 games, so a little less. And shout out to Rush. He never allowed any, but yeah, Pritchett was the best guy. He didn't allow a single sack. 114 tackles there from Colson to lead the team. Big dip after that. But I can see Joey Bosa. I see 3 guys with at least 10 sacks. 10.5 sacks from Joey Bosa, 10.5 sacks for Chase Young, and 10 sacks for Daniel Van Dyke. That is wonderful. Jenkins with 6 of his own, which is nice to see. Picked them up. Colson, 3.5, 2 from Wilson. A couple guys with 1.5 sacks. Okay. Interceptions, 2 from Samuel Jr. and Benson. And a bunch of guys down here with 1 interception, so 9 as a team. You got your kicking, and your punting, and your kick return, and your punt return. Wonderful stuff. So again, your top 3 in offensive yards, which is very nice to see. We're not going to look at all that, though. Oof, 30-3. Yikes. It's a blowout. So obviously we have the bye. We'll see who we taking on this year. Obviously divisional. Automatically. Hopefully this year it's not as big of a failure as it was last year, so we're just going to advance on and see who our opponent will be. Okay, so we're going to be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional playoff here, so it's a tough matchup. Of course, last time we played them, we lost. You can't make it up, so we're going to see how well we do in the Super Sims. We're going to hop on in, and I don't know, hopefully we can win. We have the advantage on defense, they have the advantage on offense, we have the overall advantage. Doesn't matter. I mean, according to EA, not so much. Here we go. We're hopping on in. This should be fun. Hopefully. We're going to Super Sim to the end of the game, and hopefully... No. End of the game. Thank you. My stick doesn't want to work. Can we go up? Nope, we're not going to go up here. They're going to go up 7-0. We're going to tie it up. Going to the second half, can we take the lead? No, we cannot. 7-7, we take the lead there. 14, now 21-7, now 28-7. There we go, fourth quarter. We're up 28-7, and 2014, and that's it. Ooh, it got close for a moment. But we're going to advance in the divisional. We beat Kansas City 28-22. It's a close one. And I thought I had to hop in, but we're going to the conference championship at our 4th season here. I believe it's our 4th season. Yeah, it is our 4th season. I think we have one more to go after this, so hopefully this year we can win it. We have a good shot. Herbert, 2 TDs, 178 yards, 71.4% completion percentage. I mean, Holmes probably outplayed us, but hey, win's a win. Jacksonville's a sneaky good team in the sim, I feel like. I've seen them win the Super Bowl, here and there. They're a solid squad. It's going to be a tough matchup. Hopefully we can win it. We do have the advantage over them. We got SoFi. Hopefully we can beat them. As you can see there, the rankings for each team. Pretty solid stuff. Get the advantage in some areas. It's close, though. We're pretty evenly matched, it looks like. We're not horrible in anything, so. Alright, let's see who wins. Alright, here we go. We've got the Super Sim. And, we're going to jump on into it. So jump forward to the end of the game, and I'll try to see if I can manage this properly. First quarter, we're going to take a 3-0 lead. And in the second quarter, now we're up 10-0. We're going to go to the second half, up 10-0, make it 13-0 now. Fourth quarter, it is going to be 13-0. It is looking like we're going to go normal speed here, and they're going to incomplete pass. They're going to score a touchdown here. No. Pass thrown away. 4th and goal. And that is a turnover, as we are going to take the ball back up 13-0. Don't think I'm going to have to hop on in here, but I'm going normal speed in the event that I do. Getting sacked. Or not sacked, but rush. Negative rush. 5-yard rush there, Derek Broman. 3rd and 8. And now we got a punt. It's fine, though. 69 punt. Man, EA loves giving me 69, I swear. Every video is always 69. They might be trying to tell me something. I mean, it's 41 seconds to go. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, 3rd and 10. He shook. Penalty against us. Okay, they get 1st and 10, but doesn't matter. Game is over. And we are going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, 13-0 as we defeat Jacksonville to go to the Super Bowl here in our 4th season. Justin Herbert, man, helping the team out, leading. I mean, I don't know if he was really the key player. I mean, he had 1 TD, 214 yards, and 83.3% completion percentage. I mean, he played solid. Shout out to the defense, though. Shutting down Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. Let's see who we're taking on in the Super Bowl. I'll see you then. So the Super Bowl will be against the Vikings. Fun matchup here. We have the advantage. We're in Miami for the Super Bowl. Hope we could beat them. But we're going to find out right now by hopping on into the Super Sim. It's going to be a tough matchup here against the Vikings. They got some good pieces, but hey, I think we're better than them. But I'm not going to say anything. Here we are, the Super Bowl. Vikings versus Chargers. What a matchup. In the 4th season here of the video. Starting it off, Minnesota goes up 3-0. We're going to take the lead 7-3. Second quarter, we're going to make it 14-3. It's 14-10. Second half now. And we're going to make it 21-10. 21-13 now. We're going to make it 28-13. We're going to go normal speed here. 28-19 on the touchdown. And they're making it 28-20. So we're going to keep it normal speed here. 28-20. We're going to probably see if we can hop on in here. 1 yard rush there. A 27-yard reception there from Justin Herbert. 4 minutes to go. 3:21 from Bowman. 2nd and 7. We're going backwards. 3rd and 9. I'll hop in probably at the 2-minute warning. Actually, I'll hop in right now. 3rd and 9. 4th and 6. Okay, 4th and 6. Field goal right here would basically seal the deal, I would say. So this is a big field goal right here. It's a deep one. And we are going to miss it. That's a deep one. That's a tough one to kick. So this is where it gets exciting. With 1:46 to go, the Vikings have a chance to tie this game right here. They're in good field position, I would say. Jake McCarthy's got a little bit to work with here. 28-20. We're trying to win the Super Bowl here. 1:42 to go. And it is 1st and 10. Let's see what we got here. That's a good pass. That's going to be a 1st down as well. And they call 1 timeout. They got 1 timeout left, so they got to go for. They're probably going to go for 2 as well, you would think. And luckily we have all of our timeouts. So that's good. And that is just going to be shy of a 1st, I think. Yep, 2nd and inches. They don't call the timeout, but they're likely going to get it right here. And they are going to get the 1st down. And they don't call a timeout. They're letting the clock run. 45 seconds. Here it comes. Couldn't get the sack. An interception. What a pick right there by Derwin James Jr. Coming out of nowhere. Okay, we don't need to do this. That's cringe. But, okay. Let's just see that. Look at this pick. Oh, what a pick right there. Wow, that was intense right there. Derwin James Jr. That's a Super Bowl MVP right there. Should be. What a play. That's going to seal the deal for us. All we got to do is just take a knee. Or do that. Works too. They call their final. Alright, there we go. Now that's it. 35 seconds. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, 4th season, your LA Chargers get a Super Bowl. Intense stuff right there. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Chargers have won the Super Bowl in our 4th season. We best the Vikings. What a big game there. What a big play by Derwin James Jr. What a absolutely huge play. And, yeah, it's our second. Well, I don't want to spoil it for those that didn't see the video, but second time we won a championship, and it was the second time with an AFC team. Looks like the AFC is the better conference. There's Herbert and getting interviewed. Roger Goodell with the trophy as we win the Super Bowl. Hands it off to Arborough. He's hoisted it up. And that's it. A legendary pick by Derwin James Jr. I don't know who's going to get the Super Bowl MVP, but it's probably going to be Herbert, but we'll see. We're going to head on to the offseason, look at the awards, and then we got one more to go. Maybe try to win another one. Who knows? So let's look at the season recap here. As you can see, it was Justin Herbert that won the Super Bowl MVP. Got our first Super Bowl, by the way, in our franchise history, so that's awesome. Quarterback, Mahomes was the NFL MVP. Jim Harbaugh, our coach of the year. Mahomes, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year was Josh Hines-Allen. Jaguars, Buccaneers, Jameson Farrell. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Heath Gilkey. Right in. Congratulations to all them. Let's head on to the offseason, see if we can win another Super Bowl. So we are way over the cap. Way over the cap. Benson we can keep, but I don't know how we're gonna keep Junior, Colson, all these guys. We might be screwed a little bit this final season, but thank goodness we got the championship, because this roster is gonna look a little bit diffy. I mean, we could try to see how much cap room we could free up. We're gonna have to do some contract restructurings, so we're gonna do that and hopefully get ourselves enough cap space to retain some of our players. All right, I'm basically out. I'm out. I have no money. So I'm losing Colson. I'm losing all these guys, which is unfortunate. I have no money. I tried restructuring contracts. We did not free up enough. We're still way over the cap. So unlikely that we're gonna replace anybody. I think we don't. I don't know if we have any picks. So can't make any trades really. So free agency, it's basically to be a dud. So I guess we'll go to the draft, see if we have any picks. But yeah, we're over the cap, so that's unfortunate. But good thing we won the Super Bowl already. All right, so I'm gonna take a look here and see what kind of picks we have. Obviously, we lost a lot of talent. Yeah, we don't have anywhere to make trades. So we have a 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So that's our extent. We went all in and it worked out, but yeah, I think next year we're definitely going to regress a little bit. Might not even make the playoffs. It's possible that we miss the playoffs next year. I actually think we could, but we're going to see who we get in the draft, and then just try to see if any of the guys took a jump and see what happens. Draft recap. I mean, this is what we have, nothing crazy. We did get Paul McCullough, who's a good wide receiver. For the 4th round pick, 75 overall is not too shabby. I don't know if he's going to play much, but he's on the team. So we're going to advance to season number 1, well, preseason week 1 in our 5th and final season. Again, Simmons super fast now, which is great. Look at the roster, and as you can see, still have Herbert, so I mean, he's still going to be good. We have Warren, Bowman, and then Daniels are halfbacks. Fullback Russell, so that's good. Palmer, Wicks, and yeah, McCullough's going to be our starting guys, so that's good to see. Travis Brock's going to be a starting tight end. We also have Washington backing him up. Slater's still our left tackle. We've got Johnson, Harris, 2 left guards. No center, so that's annoying. Right guard's going to be Pritchett, who's, 87, so that's impressive. Alt's a right tackle. He's a 90. We got Van Dyke's up to an 89. Chase Young's still really good, so that's good to see. For defensive tackle, Jenkins and Smith. Left outside linebacker, we've got Robinson. We've got Tooley. Bosa's even still here, which is nice. Middle linebacker, Landman, Henley. That's not horrible. Obviously, a loss. We lost, some talent at that position with Colson. Barden's going to be our right outside linebacker. Then we have Logan Wilson still, backing him up. Samuel Jr., Ramsey, and Benson, your corners. Free safety, Gilman. Strong safety, Derwin James Jr. I keep saying Damien for some reason, by accident. Dicker, the kicker, and then Nona Bunter. So, I guess we could try to see. I'm assuming for the improved team, we don't have a center and don't have money to sign one. We also obviously don't have a punter. So, the game's just going to have to give me one. Right? Or not? Or not. Okay. What kind of punters we have? Let's see. We'll go with, can I get Corey on the team? No. Yeah, it's an autofill. So, alright. That's fine. We'll see what happens with the squad. Obviously, I can't make any trades. This is going to be the team. It looks like we haven't really even regressed too much. But I'll see you guys at the midseason. I mean, I'm not making any moves. This is just going to be the team for the rest of the year and the rest of the video. So we are 5-1. So we actually are doing pretty well. I mean, okay, I'll take it. I will take it. And, I mean, Herbert, 1,208 yards, 7 TDs, 1 interception, 68% completion percentage, 102.8 passer rating. It's pretty solid. Rush-wise, Warren's still doing well, 508, 4 TDs, 141 and 3 from Herbert. Bowman, 107 and 5. Receiving-wise, Palmer, 325, 2 TDs, 274 and 2 from Wicks. McCullough, doing well as a rookie, 271, 1 TD. Brock, 258 and 2. There's your blocking. A few guys with 4 sacks allowed, all with 2, 1 from Pritchett. 39 tackles there from Henley, 30 from Landman, Samuel Jr. 26, 21 from Robinson, the Chopster. You can see the sack leaders, 3.5 from Young, Van Dyke 2.5, 1 from Robinson, and a bunch of guys with half a sack. Interceptions, 6 guys with 1, so that's 6 as a team. You got your kicking, punting. We got Bradley Pinion as a punter, nice. Kick return and then punt return. And yeah, let's take a look here at the team stats, the team rankings. We're just going to look like this. I mean, oh yeah, we're number 1 in the AFC, by the way. We're 4th in offensive points. Pass yards were low, but we're 3rd in rush yards, 3rd in opponent's points per game, 2nd in opponent's points per game, 2nd in pass yards, and 2nd in rush yards, which is hilarious. So we're basically top 4 in every other category except for pass yards. And that's not too big of a deal. So, alright. I mean, this is the team. Like I said, I'm not going to change anything up because I can't. I don't have cap room. 22 players up for negotiation. As you can see, this is where our dynasty would fall because we don't have any people. We don't have any money. I could trade Smith, but guess what? Not going to do that. And even then, if I tried to accept the trade, it wouldn't work. So let's advance. I'll see you guys at the end of the season, hopefully in the postseason. I would imagine we would be in the playoffs, but who knows with this game. We might just drop off and fall off a cliff. All right, so we went 10-7. So we were 5-6 the rest of the way. So a little bit of a dip, but didn't quite fall off the cliff. Good enough to make the wild card, and obviously we're playing the Jets now. Jets beat us last week, so hopefully this week we can get our comeuppance on them and beat them in the wild card where it matters. So let's take a look at the stats and see what the story was this year. So Herbert, a decent year, 3,521 yards, 7 TDs, 7 interceptions, 67% completion percentage, 96.6 passer rating. And then you got your rush there, 848 and 5 from Warren. Bowman, 512 and 12, 407 and 4 from Herbert. Looked good on that front. Palmer was our top receiver, 913, 3 TDs, 797 and 2 from Wicks. Brock, 684 and 4, and then 637 and 6 from the Rook. Not too bad. Oof, man, we had a lot of guys let up sacks. We gotta work on that. Make sure Slater doesn't give too many sacks. 11 from Alt. Johnson with 11. See, we gotta cut those down a little bit. Henley, by far, most tackles on the team with 137. Asante Samuel Jr. with 81. 68 from Landman. 67 from Derwin James Jr. The man, the myth, the legend himself. That helped me win a Super Bowl. Chase Young, 9 sacks. 5 from Van Dyke. 3.5 from Robinson. And then a bunch of guys with 1.5. A bunch of guys with half and 1. All that fun stuff. Jalen Ramsey, 4 interceptions. 2 from Gilman. And a bunch of guys with 1. You got your kicking, punting, kick return, and punt return. So, we got the Jets. Let's just take one more quick look at the rankings. So, they have the advantage in points per game. Rush yards, number 1. 5th in opponent's points per game. And then rush yards, 16. So, we were 17, 16, 6th, 8th, 1st, and 18th in those 6 categories, respectively, that you see on the screen. If we win this, we go to the divisional. If we lose, pretty much the video's over. So hopefully you can win. Maybe try to get another Super Bowl here. Here we are, MetLife. Wild card game. We're going to jump ahead to the end of the game. So first quarter, Jets going to take a 2-0 lead. They're going to make it 9-0. We're going to make it 9-7. We get a stop. Going to the second half up 10-9. We're going to make it 17-9 as we get a stop there. Fourth quarter, it's going to be tied up. It's a close one. And 2:32 to go. We're hopping on in. It's tie game. This is important. Ooh, little flea flicker. Nice D, though. 5 yards lost there on that. 2nd 15. But the 2-minute warning right here. And 2-minute warning. So they couldn't get another play off before that. So that's fine. 2-minute warning. The juice is flowing through something. I don't know. They have all their timeouts. We have all of our timeouts as well in case, you know. They're not going to call a timeout now. Minute 40, let the clock run. They get a field goal distance, they can win this game. So 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down right here. And they convert. So that is not great for us because they are now in field goal range. And they fake a run. Big pass right there. That is probably going to be game. With a minute 2 to go, we're probably going to lose by a field goal. End the video. That would be so fitting. At least we got our Super Bowl, like I said. So this is. That was good D though. Loss of 3, but they're in field goal range still. So they're gonna flick it, and a loss of 2. It's 3rd and 15. I mean, unless we could somehow force a fumble, this game is over. Oh, that's it. Oh, yep, there we go. Yep, that's definitely it. 4th and inches. They're going to make this field goal. I mean, unless we somehow have a miracle in us, they're going to let the clock go down. Maybe a missed field goal here would be nice. That's too much to ask for. So 8 seconds is gay. Man, I had a perfect joke right there, but I'm not going to say it because I already forgot what I was going to say for the setup. So 8 seconds, I mean, well, they're going to take the knee. And, 30-yard line. We got one play, essentially. One play. Okay. We have 2 plays. We're not going to get to Dicker. Oh, my God, he's going to kick this. Okay, Dicker, if you make this... This would be, I don't know how long of a field goal this is. I don't think he's going to make this. I don't think he has enough. There's no way he makes this. There's no way. Close. It's another missed field goal that I got to hop on and watch. But that was a very deep one. Very deep one. He gave it a good effort, but I just knew that was going to happen. We needed to get a few yards closer, maybe, but that's about as good as you could get. So, fair play, I guess. Yeah, that was like a far kick. Very far kick. You're talking like what? You're at the 48-yard line, and then the back of the end zone is like what? Yeah, it's like that's a long kick. That's a long field goal. I can't expect it. If it was a 35-yarder, I'd be way more angry, honestly. So, but again, like I said, lost by a field goal. It's an EA special. All right, let's see who ends up winning the Super Bowl in this final season, and then close out the video. And it was Dallas and Jacksonville, and Dallas wins. Dak Prescott, Super Bowl MVP, 20-17. Same score as us. J.J. McCarthy, NFL MVP for the Vikings. Rams, Lynn Wagner, Coach of the Year. Justin Jefferson, Offensive Player of the Year. Vikings, Defensive Player of the Year. Max Crosby, Raiders. Trevante Moorhead, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And Jonathan Hodgins on the Giants, Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's it. That's the video. So let's go to the full screen, close it out. Alright, well that's good for me. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment down below some more video ideas. Wherever socials, play the second channel and main channel down below in the description. If you look at the content from TJP. And yeah, next Madden video will be an NFC team. Which one? Don't know off the top of my head. But so far, at least luckily, we've got a Super Bowl with all the AFC teams. I spoiled the video. If you didn't watch the other videos, I spoiled it. But it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Take care. See you soon. Peace.